You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Stepping up the ring and onto the mic. Golden walks, throwing shades on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat. Turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hair thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I'll rule tonight. Taking the mic, bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host with the most. I am Lord Amadeus, President and CEO of RAWF, in the game we all know and love as Wrestler Unstoppable. Sitting in the co-host chair tonight is the P to the O to the G, Big Purple himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the God King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. Eons ago, before time existed, they lived in the heavens and the rain persisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paragon of Greatness joining me tonight. Good evening, Paragon.
I don't know if it's such a good evening, Amadeus. Actually, I'm kind of having a bad evening. I walked out of my house today and somebody keyed my car. It written right on the side of the car, it said RGHTI, and I thought, that's right out of order. Anyway, how you doing?
Okay, yeah, that one went over my head. You have to explain that one to me later. Anyways, I'm doing all right. So, folks, if you're out there in the chat and you're experiencing an earthquake, if your screen's going up and down and up and down, so let me explain what's going on. Riverside this week did a major update, and they changed a lot of things, and we're trying to figure it out. They especially to the media board, some pluses and some minuses. Oh, I get it now. It took me a second. I got it. Okay. Get it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So Riverside did a major upgrade this week and overhauled some things like the media board. Videos are going to be different. I can now post static pictures, do sound bites. Everybody likes the sound bites, don't you? Of course you do, see? Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. So there's still some kinks to be worked out. Hopefully we can figure out what's going on with that chat. But I hope you all don't get dizzy or sick out there in the chat. But at any rate, Paragon, how you doing tonight? I'm glad. Thank you for the joke. But we got a lot to talk.
Psyched to be here, even if I fall flat right away.
Well, not your fault. Not your fault. Because anyways. All right, so let's go over last week's Superstars results real quick. Jobu's still your Superstars champion after defeating DVT, and Iceman Jer victorious over Ken Costa. I tell you, I'm impressed. Jer has defended that title several times now on non-paper on Superstars events. It almost seems like he does at least one between every pay-per-view, and he's still rolling as champ. What are your thoughts on that, Paragon?
I mean, you always see these impressive runs come up, and what I'm actually really excited about is what happens after this impressive run, because you always see that big ramp up, and then when that impressive run goes down, you either see somebody shoot right into that main event picture, or you see somebody kind of disappear. And when you have those really impressive runs like this, it's a really intriguing adventure to see what happens. But right now, I'm just enjoying the ride.
And Joe Boo's successful Superstars defenses is now 2. After defeating Kenta I believe it was Kenta a few weeks ago for the Superstars Championship, he's now defended it successfully against Maeve and DVT. Tomorrow on Superstars Live here from Memphis, Tennessee, from the FedEx Forum in Memphis, the main event for the Superstars title, Joe Boo will be defending against Ken Costa. Ken unsuccessful last week for the Midnight Hobo Championship. Maybe he gets a break here and becomes the new Superstars champion. What's your thoughts?
Ken Costa's always looking for a place to identify himself. He's trying to find who he is in RAWF. The Superstars Championship could very well be something that helps establish that identity, but Joe Boo is Joe Boo is a very tough opponent, so I think it's going to be a very intriguing match.
It should be. Ken Costa going up against Joe Boo in our main event tomorrow here in Memphis for the Superstars Championship. Let's take a look around RAWF. And Paragon, why don't you kick us off? Do you have an Ultimate Gauntlet report?
I sure do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Ultimate Gauntlet report. We have Malady. Now that we've got the formalities out of the way, let's get to the Ultimate Gauntlet, because it's a very interesting run this time. This is the story of one woman, and that name is Maeve O'Hare. Maeve O'Hare had ended the run of Wildfire with a successful victory, went on to a second match with Roger the Pirate, successfully winning that matchup, going into a third match with Killin El Lobo, also winning that match. We're now at 4 matches with Maeve O'Hare, where she goes up against Lars Hellstrom, wins that match. Yes, Maeve O'Hare is at 4 out of 5 necessary victories to earn an Ultimate Gauntlet Championship match. And who stands in her way? Who is the one opponent left for her to defeat to earn an Ultimate Gauntlet Championship match? None other than the World Heavyweight Champion, the Teflon Sheik.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely not. When the random draw selected that, I was prepared to be attacked by a redhead.
No kidding. Wow. That is some major drama in the Gauntlet division right now. Can Maeve O'Hare get a win over the Teflon Sheik and get a shot at the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship currently held? Denzel, correct? Denzel, yes. Denzel
Absolutely.
the Giant, one of his many titles. Wow. Incredible. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to Maeve about that later in the program. All right, so let's now turn to the tag division. Unstoppable about 80 minutes ago posted the top 5 tag teams after 3 of 6 rounds. Right now, in 5th place, Desaad and the Giant. In 4th place, Crown Control. In 3rd place, the reigning champion, Swords and Scimitars. In 2nd place, Dungeons and Dragons, which is you and, of course, Knox Boogie Paragon. But in 1st place, halfway through the season, it is the team of Slashy and DW, a.k.a. Amore. A lot of great teams vying for that top spot in this season, ladies and gentlemen. That one is getting hot and heavy. Any quick thoughts on that, Paragon?
The tag team division is always been the best in the world. It's absolutely heating up. There are a few undefeated teams in there right now. It's if you're not paying attention to the tag team division, and if you're not in the tag team division, I strongly suggest you partner up and you get in there because it's a lot of fun.
All right. Next up, we have an Arcana Clash report from Extreme Enigma. Enigma, are you here?
I think I'm here. Hold on. I apparently spilled star fuel all over the fucking place. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Fucking magnificent. All right, boys and girls and the rest of you. Season 11 of Arcana Clash has concluded, and the winner is, drumroll, hey, LA, hit the drumroll button.
Oh, yeah, I can do that now.
Big Papa, the Justice Arcana, will go on to face Destroyer at Philadelphia Freedom for the title. Congratulations, Vlog. Alright, shut the fuck up. Damn. Thank
you. Apparently that's a long one, and I didn't realize. All right, anyways. All right, so it'll be Destroyer versus Big Papa for the Arcana Clash Championship at Philadelphia Freedom. That I'll get the graphic made for that, and we'll talk more about that in the next couple of weeks. And let's see here. I don't know that we have any other reports for this evening. If I'm wrong, we'll get to them in a little bit later. Let's take a look at some tournaments, though. Some real big tournaments going down right now. As we all know, once again, congratulations to Sassy Applebee's, the winner of this year's Xanter the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament for the third time, ladies and gentlemen. The third time, Sassy. That is just incredible. I never thought it could happen, but Sassy proving us all wrong. Let's take a look at other tournaments. There had another memorial tournament going on right now. Is the Judgment Memorial Tournament, and it is now in round 3. Right now, Flash is Fuck taking on Puck, whatever the hell his name is, taking on Dr. Kent. The winner of that match will take on Wildfire in round 4. Chris Cage defeated me defeated me just a little while ago. He will face the winner between Denzel the Giant and Chev. Spectacular and Marquise Desaad going at it. The winner of that match will face Kenta in round 4. Dees will take on Miss Sassy Applebee's. Can she become the first person to win 2 memorial tournaments in RAWF in a given year?
I wouldn't bet against it.
Undertaker defeated Paragon of Greatness. He will now face the winner of the Perfect German and Psy. Tigress and Alley Knight going at it. The winner of that will face Cougar, who defeated Magnificent Michael. Simply the Best taking on Blake Bradley right now. DW taking on Destroyer. The winner of those 2 matches will face each other in the next round. And then finally, Crazy Serb and Tramaris to the Bone set to go at it in round 4. That's your Judgment Memorial Tournament update. Also, let's take a look at the Arsenal of the month. Right now, we are in round 4. The Immortal Griffith currently taking on Mancunian Maniac. Uber Vegan TPO taking on Claymore. The winners of those 2 matches will face each other in the next round. Simply the Best taking on Caden Steele. Winner of that match will face DVT in the quarterfinals. Blake Bradley will face the Teflon Sheik in the quarterfinals. And finally, the Perfect German and Knox Boogie vying to see who will face Papa Shaker in the quarterfinals. If this tournament is not over by the time the pay-per-view rolls around, of course, the Arsenal of the Month will still get a men's title shot on the Superstars following the pay-per-view, following when this tournament does complete. Biatch of the Month underway. It is in the quarterfinals. DW defeated Enigma. She waits the winner between Maeve O'Hare and Psy. Faith Duncarino defeated Allie Knight, and she awaits the winner of Black Lilith and Olivia McGinnis. And same for Biatch, the arsehole. If this tournament's not over by the time the pay-per-view comes around, the Biatchaman still gets an opportunity at the estrogen title on Superstars. Powerball contendership. This one will perk Paragon's ears up, considering he is the Powerball champion. And have you seen the Final Four of the Powerball contendership tournament, Paragon?
I haven't, but I dread asking given this preamble.
All four members, all four is in the semifinals, and all four of them are RAWF Hall of Famers. All of them are very familiar to you. Some would I would probably call most of them rivals.
Uh-oh.
So we have the Immortal Griffith taking on the unsettled Chris Cage in one semifinal match. And in the other semifinal match, it is Tigress versus Blake Bradley. Your thoughts?
What a murderer's row there. I mean, who invited all of my best friends to the party?
That is a Final Four from hell, for you anyways, I would say. But I'm not even going to ask you who you'd prefer, because just about any one of them, I think it's going to be a tough task.
The answer to who do I prefer is nope.
That's a good answer. So that is the Final Four of the Powerball Contendership Tournament. Then we have Hatfield, and the Hatfield-McCoy tournaments are also underway right now. Hatfield tournament is in the semifinals, but the Legend is in the final match. He is awaiting the winner between Killa Neptune and Chev to see who goes on to the contendership match. In the McCoy tournament, it's a little further behind because most people, for some reason, wanted McCoy this time around. But it is in the quarterfinals. Marquis de Sade advances. He awaits the winner of Tigress and Menifee. And Big Papa defeated Cougar. He awaits the winner of Simply the Best and Psy to see who goes on in the semifinals of the McCoy tournament to see who. All right. So I don't think I got everything there. I think I got it. Oh, extra points. Let's take a look at the extra points tournament. Absolutely. It is in the semifinals. Menifee is awaiting the winner between Knox Boogie and Papa Shaker to see who she will face in the finals of the extra points tournament. And when we talk about Menifee, Knox Boogie, and Papa Shaker, I don't believe any of them have ever won an extra points tournament, Paragon.
Not that I know of, and you know that seems to be a symptom going around these days. We're seeing a lot of new things.
We are, absolutely are. Wait till you hear the rankings in just a few minutes here. It's gonna blow you away. There's some names on there, but at any rate, that is your event report from RAWF. Also, awaiting to hear from Denzel the Giant. He was formally challenged in his scene earlier today for a shot at. Honey Apples wants a shot at his national championship. He needs to answer me before tomorrow. If he does not answer or he declines, then there will be no match tomorrow. If he accepts, that match will happen tomorrow on Superstars. Denzel versus Honey Apples for the national championship. Quick thoughts on that possibility, Paragon?
I heard you start L vacant right there. I get it. Look, Denzel's got a healthy appetite. I don't know if you want to put a bunch of apples in front of him.
This is true. That's a good point. But awaiting Denzel's answer. I know he's seen the challenge and he is considering it. So we will see exactly what happens there going forward. All right. Let's now take a look at the rankings currently. Remember this year, these are not the final rankings. They do not count for challenges or and whatnot. So don't get too excited, folks. But Here we go. This is what we've got. This is 4 out of the 12. The first 4 of the 12 matches in this rankings period. At number 25, Denzel the Giant. Whoa, wait a minute. What the hell?
Oh, well, that's a fall.
That's a bit of a fall. He had a couple of losses there, including one to you, Paragon, that we in that World Contender match. So not the best start for Denzel after one of his best rankings periods last season. At number 24, Jason Richter. This kid is hanging around here, Paragon. Didn't start out great, but still number 24, nothing to sneeze about. What do you think about this guy? He's been consistently in the rankings since his debut.
It's really impressive. I mean, pardon the phrasing, but Seismo has been shaking things up around here, and I'm excited to see the future for this guy. I think that we've got somebody that we're going to be talking about for a long time on our hands.
At number 23 is Sisalu, starting out 4-0, and of course, the silent man, Sisalu, is actually tied, I should say, with another very silent man who started 4-0, Ciro El Napolitano. So my guess is neither of these are going to be in the final rankings because they both refuse to say anything. But I suppose it's possible to go 12-0. Any quick thoughts on them?
Actions speak louder than words? Is that how the rankings work?
Not always. Not always. But anyway, Sisalu and Ciro El Napolitano tied for 22nd. Leo at number 21. First time ever mentioning his name on RAWF rankings. What are your quick thoughts on Leo?
Seen the guy around a lot. He's very talented. If this sticks, we could have another fixture here.
First time I've had a chance in a long time of saying this name that I can remember. At number 20, it's the Mancunian Maniac. Wow. Having his best start was a long time. And normally he's I hate to say the phrase, but it's the truth, a curtain jerker. Maybe he's making a run here. What are your thoughts, Elliot? God damn it, Paragon.
Hola, muchachos.
No.
The madman from Manchester is a very talented wrestler when he has his head on correct. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him, turn things around at any given point.
Number 19, Natalia Nitro. Boom makes an appearance. At 18 is Black Lilith. At 17, DVT. At number 16, a really newcomer, just started this season, is Purgatory. You know anything about this Purgatory guy?
That might be the scariest thing, is I do not know this guy at all. Completely blank stat sheet on this fella, but it looks like it's a promising start, and that's pretty scary when somebody comes out of the darkness and are already making noise.
At number 15, the Golden Dragon Kenta. Number 14, Sean Hitman Hurd, making a nice start for a change here. Here's another surprise. Number 13, Allie Knight, the daughter of Cougar, making an early run here. What are your thoughts on Allie? Where did she come from?
There must be something in the water here in RAWF lately. It seems like some of these veterans that have been around forever are suddenly deciding to turn on that motivation, and I love it.
Yeah. At number 12 is Rick Nelson. Rick has been really finding his voice as of late, Paragon. I've been very impressed. He's been making a lot of noise. I think he got tired of being second fiddle, So we'll see what Rick can do to finish this rankings period. At number 11, DW Diesel Warrior, followed at number DW, of course, always a stalwart in the rankings. I can't remember a time when she hasn't been in the top 25 at this point. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. There are some people that are going to always reliably be in that top 25. Like if we did a long form, like over the history of RAWF, the top 25, you add up all the points, that DW is going to be in that top 5.
We go to the top 10 now. At number 10, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Teflon Sheik, followed by number 9, Ken Costa. At number 8, the power player, Luke Cage. Uh, at number 7, Extreme Enigma, making some noise now. At number 6, a name we haven't said in the top 25 in a while, let alone the top 10. Money Sue is having one is on a tear right now. El Paragon, what are your thoughts?
Hey, as much as I'm loath to see Money Sue trash talking again because the man can really get under your skin, a couple of weeks ago I was telling people that Money Sue was Blake Bradley before Blake Bradley was Blake Bradley, and they didn't believe me. Maybe Money Sue saw that and he wanted to prove some people wrong.
I mean, it's true. Money Sue, in the past, has been one of the greatest trash talkers I have ever heard, especially when he gets on the air. You give him a mic or you're on a radio show, the man is gold. So I'm glad he's finally making a run here. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this rankings period. Now we go to the top 5, and this one, this top 5 is so close and so contentious. It's going to be go down to the wire. I can tell. So at number 5, we've got Simply the Best. No surprise. Right now, Simply the Best is doing his best to get up into that one of those top 2 spots. At number 4, a man we've never said before, talked about before here on the air, but we need to. Little Legend is sitting at number 4 right now. Paragon, talk to me about the Legend and his quick rise here.
I mean, you can't have a name like that and not come out and deliver. The man, the man has got to prove that legendary status, and I mean, holy cow, that's a good statement right there on your debut on the list.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, coming in with a bullet, is Little Legend. At number 3, Killer Neptune, everyone's favorite fish.
Of course.
At number 2 is Yourself, the Paragon of Greatness. And at number 1, after 4 of 12 matches, so really very early, and anything can happen. As a matter of fact, I know that these rankings are going to be much different next week because I already know of several people on this list that have lost their 5th match. But at number 1 right now is Blake Bradley. So here it is, folks. This is what we're looking at right now, just very early. 4 12 matches. Blake Bradley sitting at number 1. Paragon, you at number 2. Killer Neptune 3. Legend 4. Simply the Best 5. And there's a bit of a split. There's a bit of a difference between 5 and 6 right now. So I'm guessing, if I were to guess, that right now on those top 5, even though it's early, we're looking at you're looking at two of those people will be in a world title contender match when it's all said and done. What are your thoughts?
That's a bold prediction. Look, I obviously there's a bit of an X factor in there, and myself, because I will be in the World Heavyweight Championship match at the pay-per-view, which always kind of messes up the end game predictions when you have somebody contending up there. But I mean, we've got the best trash talker in the business, the silliest moron in the business, and the greatest technical wrestler in the business in the top 5 right now. So we've got, and then we've got this X factor that we had not seen, so we don't know what they're going to do when it gets competitive. That is a very intriguing race.
That's the nicest thing I've ever heard you say about Killa. He's the greatest technical wrestler in the business.
Sure, I wasn't talking about Simply the Best. I was talking about Killer Neptune.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the silly guy, Anyways, all right. So that's what you're looking at. Very early. I see a lot of people on that list probably will not be mentioned in following rankings, just because, well, if you don't talk and you lose a match, you don't tend to be in the top 25. And there's a couple people there toward the bottom that are probably going to go bye-bye when next we talk about rankings. But an interesting start. Not got to name some names we didn't get to normally do. So, yeah. All right. So, 2 weeks from tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, live from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is our annual Philadelphia Freedom pay-per-view, July 5th, 2026. Looking very much forward to it, as we always do. A couple of notes that you won't see here just yet for graphics. Right now, if you haven't seen, Aaron McFadden is having his annual block party for Philadelphia Freedom, aka a tournament. He is putting up 1,000,000 coins and a future Champion's Choice title shot. First 32 to sign up, get in on the fun, is what he says. So normally it's 16. He threw me a curveball and decided to double the amount of people this year. So if you haven't gotten in there, signed up, 18 have signed up. There are 14 slots left. If you want to be a part of the Aaron McFadden's Philadelphia Freedom Block Party, win yourself 1,000,000 coins and a possible chance at the Champion's Choice Championship if he's still champion by the time the block party is over, because there's always a chance. He has informed me that his probable opponent for Philadelphia Freedom will be Kitty Kabam. And I mean, let's be honest. If he's so confident he's putting up a title shot when he knows he has a defense coming up, he's probably not going. He's probably going to make it near impossible for Kitty Kabam to beat him. Paragon.
It's definitely a confident move to do that. But a little secret, I don't know if you know this. Kitty Kabam was trained by none other than the Paragon of Greatness, and guess who knows Ice Cold Aaron McFadden real well?
The Paragon of Greatness. Okay, well, we shall see. I didn't know you trained Kitty Kabam.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Interesting. All right. Also, as Extreme Enigma mentioned earlier, Destroyer will defend the Arcana Clash Championship against Big Papa. I'll have that graphic for you all next week. But here's what else we've got for Philadelphia Freedom: a cage match with Alistair Fiend to be suspended above the ring in a smaller cage. It will be Luke Cage versus Le Legend, and this will be a rankings match. I do allow cage matches as rankings matches, so this one's going to be pretty important. Have you been keeping up on the whole Luke Cage saga and the issues he's been having with people like Alistair Fiend and Le Legend?
Yeah, to an extent, and I gotta say, first of all, I love this meta that Luke Cage is just owning it and just becoming the cage match guy. I do love that. But that, yeah, I mean, Alistair Fiend and all of his shenanigans, seeing him in that shark cage above the ring is, I mean, that's going to be a whole lot of fun, because we've all seen Alistair Fiend for long enough in this company to know the kind of shenanigans he can get up to even above the ring. But the power play has been dealing with a lot of annoyances, and I think that he's about to squash some of those problems.
Alistair Fiend and his shenanigans cost him the Platinum Dragon Championship at a Radiversary or so, So, yeah, he's definitely got some issues there he needs to get resolved, and hopefully he gets them resolved at Philadelphia Freedom against Le Legend. But I have a feeling it's not going to stop until he gets his hands on Alistair Fiend, who has yet to become an active RAWF wrestler as of press time. The Multimedia Championship will be on the line. Michael Brewer defending against Menifee. This is an old school matchup right here, Paragon. For as long as I've been in the game, I've known who these two are, and they are set to battle it out for the Multimedia Championship. Who do you think will make the better Multimedia champion, Brewer or Menifee?
Well, this match does an old school wrestling fan's heart good. But yeah, I honestly, I don't mean this with offense to Michael Brewer, because I think that he can make some very interesting, let's call them statements. But Menifee has been all over the place lately and has really shined in the last month or so, and shown that her personality is in RAWF particularly is really shining through right now, and that's what the Multimedia Championship is about.
Menifee's always been very charismatic. She has always been. She has never been afraid to speak her mind, and she's always been very good in the ring. But just recently is the first time she's ever put that all together in RAWF, and she's showing the legend. She is definitely showing everybody what a legend she is. But Michael Brewer's no slouch. He's a legend in his own right. Should be a hell of a match for the Multimedia Championship at Philadelphia Freedom. For the Triple Crown Championship, the Immortal Griffith will defend against the Golden Dragon Kenta and newly minted Hall of Famer Wildfire. This is going to be explosive. We've mentioned that the history between Griffith and Wildfire, and of course, there's definitely history between Griffith and Kenta as well. How do you see this playing out, Paragon?
First of all, I'd like to say that I love Wildfire to win because I love that Alundra Blaze ring attire that she's rocking right now. But oh boy, it's look. This is another interesting one because we all know the story of the Immortal Griffith. He is an unbeatable machine. When right now he's decided to latch onto the Triple Crown Championship. Kenta has kind of messed around and pissed off Griffith in recent weeks, and that's not great. So I think that this might come down to, can Wildfire take advantage of the other two brawling with each other to steal that win, or is the Immortal Griffith going to steamroll over some people?
We find out in just a couple weeks' time. For the Fubar City Championship, the Teflon Sheik will face Dr. Kent. Dr. Kent getting his first opportunity at a title in quite a while. I mean, what are your thoughts here? Dr. Kent he's been a title holder in RAWF before, but can't handle the Teflon Sheik. What are your thoughts here?
The last time that Cleveland went to Philadelphia, the Eagles won by 30 points. But that's beside the point. When we're looking at this, I think that the Fubar City is one of those things that's impossible to predict. The World Heavyweight Champion has held this for a long time right now. I think that he's got all of the advantages going in there, but it's a wild card kind of match, and it's a wild card kind of opponent.
Yeah, it is. An unpredictable one in Dr. Kent, to be sure. Or are you just hoping that Dr. Kent will at least whittle him down for you?
I mean, that's a little bit of spoilers for later, but yeah, I certainly wouldn't mind if Dr. Kent suddenly had one of the best nights of his career.
I bet you wouldn't. For the Midnight Hobo Championship, we got a good one here. Iceman Jared taking on Blake Bradley. I have a problem making a choice here.
And it's a cold man versus the man with the coldest trash talk in the game. It's going to be a highly competitive, athletic match. I couldn't possibly pick a winner.
Yeah, me neither. I have no clue here. Although Jer, right now, like as we mentioned earlier, hell of a champion thus far. That Midnight Hobo title. The national championship match should be really good as well, as Denzel the Giant defends the national championship against the man he beat for it. Simply the best. STB looking to grab that championship once again and possibly take another year and a half before he loses it. What are your thoughts here?
Oh, wow. Look, STB kind of took a little bit of a month or two hiatus from being where he normally is, and in that time, Denzel the Giant has risen. STB's entire game predicates on technical prowess, lifting and throwing your opponent. I don't know if he can do that to the Giant, so it's going to be really fun to see how a technical mastermind like Simply the Best figures out how to try to chop down the tree that is Denzel.
And I need to correct myself. He did not take the.
I wasn't going to say anything because screw that guy.
I know you wanted to though. You were over there with the shaking. You were literally shaking when I said that. It's like, oh wait, I
was shaking with laughter because screw that guy.
It was not Denzel who took the national title from STB. It was Killer Neptune, and Killer Neptune then dropped the title to Denzel at Radiversary. So I stand corrected by Mr. Bowl Full of Jelly over here. Anyways, what do you think? I mean, this STB is on record the greatest national champion in RAWF history. But but getting by Denzel, who right now uh, is looking really good. I can't pick a winner either.
I think this is going to depend on if Denzel the Giant turns the ship around from this start of the rankings period. Coming in at 25 might be a bit of a disappointment to him. But if we're looking at a top 5 Denzel again by the end of the month, I think the Giant takes this. If not, I think Simply the Best walks away with the national championship.
And then, of course, we are waiting to see if he actually accepts Honey Apple's challenge. There's a outside chance we might see Honey Apples versus STB, but we'll find out here probably next. We'll know by next week for sure. I think who that will be. Platinum Dragon Championship. Your bestie versus your brother. Paragon, as Chris Cage defends the Platinum Dragon Championship against the man who's held it the most in RAWF history, Killa Neptune. Thoughts?
Dear God, I hope Chris Cage wins. Chris just made the whole case about his pillar status in RAWF, and it was a very well reasoned and very well thought out case. I think that he's at this point thinking about legacy in RAWF, thinking about what can he do to break through to be in that conversation for the greatest of all time. The way to do that is to hold a championship like the Platinum Dragon Championship and hold it forever. Killa Neptune, I mean, it's very possible he could add another Platinum Dragon Championship to his outrageous trophy case of Platinum Dragon Championships, but I don't mean this just because I like to troll my brother. I genuinely believe that Chris Cage has more of a desire right now.
And you would know Killa Neptune's desire level, I think, better than anybody else. And so I don't disagree with you. So we will see. We will absolutely see. This one's going to be a good one for the Platinum Dragon Championship at Philadelphia Freedom. And then, of course, the main event will be the Teflon Sheik defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Paragon of Greatness. Paragon, first of all, let's get to the brass tacks. Apparently, sometime this week, you two are going to sit down with me and have a contract signing. Is this correct?
That's what I've been informed, yeah. And let's say words are going to be exchanged.
Well, I would think so. Well, that's kind of what happens at contract signings. It would be kind of boring if y'all both just walked up, signed and walked away. I'd have been like...
Isn't that what you do at a contract signing? You sign a contract? Wait,
I mean, when it's a public contract signing, no. I mean, I have to get the ring out. I have to put the chairs and the table and all that good stuff you have for a contract signing. Got to get the fans in there.
That's Teflon Sheik to a T right there. The man is all about spectacle. The man's all about having eyes on him and trying to create controversy. The last several championship matches, we didn't have to have some big public signing, but Teflon Sheik knows who he's going up against. He knows the significance of that, and he knows that people are going to be watching. So he wants all of that attention. That's why we're having our contract signing in a very public arena. And, I mean, hey, that's the kind of mental games that the champion plays. What I can say, as an analyst and not as a competitor, Teflon Sheik has had a hell of a run as the champion. Beating Chris Cage, beating Killa Neptune, defeating Paragon of Greatness to win that championship. Do I think that Teflon Sheik has the psychological edge going into this match? I certainly think that Teflon Sheik thinks so.
And that's fair criticism. That's fair criticism. So let's be honest though. You sit back and you look at Teflon Sheik's world title reign. Beat you back at Unyielding, correct?
Absolutely.
Successfully defended the title at Immortal against Killa. Mm-hmm. Successfully defended the title against Chris Cage at Radiversary, and now has to turn around and face you once again at Philadelphia Freedom. What does a win do for the Teflon Sheik?
Look, I think that before we analyze what that win means, you look at the two opponents he's defended against. Where are they at this month? What are they doing right now? They're competing for the Platinum Dragon Championship, the heart and soul of RAWF. Teflon Sheik, it's no secret. A lot of people kind of detest the vile nature of this guy. And what has this guy done? He stripped the championship from the... Immortal Griffith, please allow me just for a moment to have some rope with this, because I'm going somewhere. He defeated the face of the company for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then he proceeded to stomp on the heart and soul by defeating both contenders for the Platinum Dragon Championship. The man has all of the power and has everything that he's ever wanted at this moment. He is the most vile and detested man in this company. And if he can go out there and prove it one more time against the man that has always stood in his way, against the roadblock that always prevented him from being where he is now, if he can silence any of the doubts as to if that was a fluke victory or if he stole the championship, if he can go out there and make that decisive win, Teflon Sheik eats for life. He will never have to pick up his boots, strap them in, go into between those ropes ever again, and he will still have done everything that he will ever need to do. This match for Teflon Sheik is validation. It is proof that he is what he's always said that he is. So, to say, what does this mean to Teflon Sheik? This genuinely means everything.
All right, fair enough. It should be one hell of a main event. Paragon of Greatness challenging the Teflon Sheik in the main event of Philadelphia Freedom. Be on the watch out this week sometime. A contract signing is inevitable between these two. We'll talk more about that next week and what went down at the contract signing, if anything. All right, so with all of that being said, Paragon, it's going to be a hell. Let's go back to the rankings, though, because I'm kind of curious. Because as early as this is, and that, you know, we do tend to see names on there early and then fall out. Who do you think on that list is not going to make the top 25?
I mean, it's easy to say Cicelu and Ciro Il Napolitano. Like that. That's easy to say, and sure, they probably won't fall out. But what I think that maybe, and I'm going to try to tread this with respect. I think that we're probably going to see a fall for Lee Legend. But if Lee Legend can hold on to a top 25 spot, that's going to be incredibly impressive regardless. We'll probably see a fall from people like Sean Hurd and maybe Rick Nelson, but I don't know. He's actually really showing some attitude out there. But Sean Hurd, very possibly. But if any of these people hold on, I think that really signals something special here in RAWF, because we saw it with Minifee, we saw it with Miss B, we've seen it with Denzel recently. People that have been around for a while are starting to really rise up out of nowhere, and that's really interesting. And then we've got people like Richter and Lee Legend here, and Purgatory. We've got some of these new people coming in and rising up. Nothing really signaled this change. It came out of nowhere, but right now the landscape is shifting, and maybe it was Richter over there shaking up the ground and really messed up the landscape here.
Well, I can tell you right now, I've done most of the number 5 of the 5th matches. There's like 1 or 2 matches I can't score as of yet, and which is why I couldn't put 5 of 12 up tonight. But I can tell you, looking at it, after 6 of the people on this top 25 fall out of the rankings after 5 matches.
Ooh, that's a steep fall off.
Yeah, six of them. and it is not easy to maintain. So,
Oh, you're telling me.
well, you do it like a pro. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, we have an appearance from the legendary.
Studio Cat. Whoa! Studio Cat. Studio Cat.
As if you didn't hear the studio cat, the studio cat is in the building tonight. Hello, kitty.
I'm lucky I didn't break any of the machinery around here. You know I got to get up and get my groove on when Studio Cat hits.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right. So we know tomorrow's superstars main evented by Jobu and Ken Costa in the main event, but we need to know the undercard, Paragon, and who do we turn to when we need to know?
Oh, is it time for Lil Purple?
Indeed, it is. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Randolph Mortimer Draw here. Paragon, how you doing there, big guy? Where's old vacant tonight?
Knowing how vacant, he might be around here somewhere. I always miss that guy. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you, my old co-host, if you will.
Absolutely, Randolph. I'm doing much better now that you're here because we know that the party's here.
That's right. I'm looking. I'm saving up now. I got the purple pants. I got the purple shirt. I need a purple jacket now. So I'm saving in my wrestler books for that. That's my next purchase there. But at any rate, here we go. This is your undercard for tomorrow's Superstars Live Fair in Memphis. We got Uber Vegan TPO taking on the Honey Apples. Some really great matches here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you, this is going to be a hell of a card. Faith Duncarino takes on Sai tomorrow. This was good. You ready for this one? Immortal Griffith will take on Killer Neptune.
Ooh, love it.
Kenta takes on Dees. Michael Brewer to take on Starlight. DVT takes on Yusa, the Paragon of Greatness, takes on DVT tomorrow. Lady Evil Lita takes on Sisalu. Jason Richter will take on the power player, Luke Cage. Ooh, there's some great matchups in this. Magnificent Michael to take on Big Papa. Chev takes on Mancunian Maniac. Chris Cage takes on this newcomer Purgatory. Killing El Lobo to take on Knox Boogie. Destroyer gets to take on Denzel the Giant. Sorry about that. Don't shoot me, please. Lars Hellstrom takes on Tigress. Ooh, another good one. Ali Knight to take on Menifee. Redneck Avenger to take on DW Diesel Warrior in a Battle of the Renegades. Olivia McGinnis to take on Toxic Megatron Avenger. Leo takes on Blake Bradley. Fusion Skull takes on Dark Warrior. Ciro Napolitano takes on Rick Nelson. Gorgonio takes on Miss B. Slashy takes on Crazy Serb. Sean Hitman Hurd to take on Marquis Desaad. Oh, I like this one. You're gonna like this one, Paragon. You know who Tef One Sheik's got himself tomorrow?
Ooh.
The Perfect German.
Oh, okay.
Maeve O'Hare takes on Dr. Kent. Black Lilith takes on Hobo Ezekiel. Papa Shaker takes on La Legend. Natalia Nitro takes on Davila. Money Sue to take on Caden Steele. Claymore takes on Scythe. Stormtrooper of Death takes on Sassy Applebee's. Steve the Stud Johnson takes on Anthony Patrick. Cougar Knight takes on Draven Blackbird. Iceman Jared to take on Aaron McFadden in a battle of the Icemen there.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming, and yeah, that's from that TV show, right?
Yes.
Yes. What was that called? Family Ties?
Yeah. No, Family Matters.
Yeah. There's so Simply the Best takes on Badass Billy. Extreme Enigma goes one-on-one with Wildfire. Keg takes on Psycho Girl. Lose on Warrior Queen Falcon takes on Yeo del Segador, who apparently is not retired anymore.
Who knows
I
these
was
days?
not. What? Mark Caliber takes on Roger the Pirate. Eros 15, aka Dizzy, takes on Evan Deadly. Beast takes on Mystic Maniac. Tad Beagle Wolf Dennis takes on Cyanide Harvey. The Razor takes on Hot Cheese. Sophia McFadden takes on the Minion. Kitty Caban takes on Joey A. And Boney takes on the Undertaker. That's just weird. Someone named Boney taking on an Undertaker. Don't you think that's weird, Paragon?
It might be time for a boneyard match.
Yeah, something like that. All right. So that's your undercard for tomorrow's Superstars, ladies and gentlemen. Did I say I never said Honey Apples? Oh yeah, Uber Vegan TPO takes on Honey Apples, and Denzel was taking on Destroyer. However, I will say if that national championship match is accepted, then Denzel and Honey Apples will be taken out of their rankings matches. It will be Uber Vegan TPO versus Destroyer. Because the national championship will count as a rankings match.
The amazing thing there is no matter what mix-up you do of those matches, you've got two bangers.
Yeah, you do. Let's see. And still no answer from Denzel at this moment. He must be thinking about it still. But he has some time. All right. Thank you, Paragon. Good to see you. Boss. Yeah. Rude. What the fuck was that?
It was in honor of Maeve O'Hare. He wanted to give the old Irish goodbye.
I guess. Fuck. All right. So that is our card live from Memphis, the FedEx Forum tomorrow night. Should be a hell of a match. Let's talk about Jobu versus Ken Costa for a second, Paragon. I know we discussed it already for a few months, but let's do it one more time here. Jobu wanted that title bad enough that he talked Kenta into letting him have a shot a couple weeks ago, and he's proven so far to be a tough champion. What are your thoughts on Ken Costa being the next challenger?
First of all, you're absolutely right about Jobu. Jobu's been cutthroat about this, kind of jumping in front of other matches that were on the docket, forcing himself into that Superstars Championship, and lo and behold, the crown goes on the king. Superstars Championship is something that is for somebody who's trying to prove a point. As the first Superstars champion, I have a specific insight into that, knowing that this championship is the stepping stone to greater things. Jobu has been one of those people for a really long time that has all of the capability of being the main event. Ken Costa, on the converse side of that, may be the most eager superstar in RAWF today. The guy, he falls down, but he chumbawumbas that shit and gets right back up again. He is always out there trying to prove something to somebody. Some say that it's thin skin. I say it's determination. It's going to be about, can the fact that Ken Costa wants it so bad overcome the incredible talent of the Platinum King Jobu?
All right. We find out tomorrow here in Memphis if Ken Costa can become the next Superstars champion. All right. So we've been here an hour. We're going to take a quick song break. We're going to listen to the Philadelphia Freedom theme, and when we return, we'll be talking with the likes of the Extreme Enigma, the Immortal Griffith, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Concrete jungle, steel and fire. Every punch, every score fuels the desire. Crowds are screaming, the city ignites. Tonight we fight, no backing from the heights. Hear the bell, it's the call to war. Adrenaline pumping, blood hits the floor. No chains can bind us, no cage can hold. We're breaking the limits, fierce and bold. Philadelphia freedom, let the fury rise. Clash in the ring, fire in our eyes. This is our battle, hear the thunder roll. Wrestling for glory, rocking our soul. Steel collides, the fight is raw. Every slam shakes the arena floor. Legends are born where the fearless tread. In the city of freedom, heroes are bred. Hear the bell, it's the call to war. Adrenaline pumping, blood hits the floor. No chains can bind us, no cage can hold. We're breaking the limits, fierce and bold. Philadelphia freedom, let the fury rise. Clash in the ring, fire in our eyes. This is our battle, hear the thunder roll. Wrestling for glory, rocking our soul. Raise your fist, hear the scream. Fight for the city, fight for the dream. Break the ropes, crash through the night. Philadelphia freedom of the Crash, slam, fight, roar, we're untamed. We want more. Steel and sweat, fire and pain. Philadelphia freedom, reign of Philadelphia freedom, let the fury rise. Clash in the ring, fire in our eyes. This is our battle, hear the thunder roll. Wrestling for glory, rocking our soul.
That's right. It all happens in 2 weeks from tomorrow night. Philadelphia Freedom. It should be a hell of a night. Looking forward to it. And so I believe is our first guest of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. There it is.
Elusive lover, can you take me as I am? When your praises make me sin, oh wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Extreme Enigma joining us. Good evening, Enigma.
How are we doing, LA? How are we doing, El Vacagon of Great Cant?
The Starfield bastard themselves. To what do we owe the... Let's call it a pleasure.
Oh, God. I wish I knew. I'm feeling kind of aimless as a ashen horse in a Japanese summer. If you get the reference, good for you. If not, don't worry about it. It's in between periods. I got fuck all lined up. I got one division I'm currently in between matches in where I'm getting my bones broken. I got another division that's hopefully going to start soon where I'm going to be getting my bones broken again. I'm waiting for the bones to be broken.
Okay, excellent. I'm glad. At any rate, Philadelphia Freedom, you don't really have anything at press time going on, but you still could. It's still early. But a heck of a start there at number 7 in the first 4. You want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, feeling real good about that. You guys made a point to say there's a lot of new names in here. I have been very vocal, whether or not I deserve to be vocal about it, about new generations and waves of new people. I fought La Legend twice now, just within this last rankings period. Once in the extra points tournament, and once in the opening round of RFC, where me and him got fight of the night. And he, not only does he have the fists, he has the vibes, the aura, if you will, of a real true top contender. So I want to see him stick around in that top 25. Hopefully not that high. I'd like to, switch those numbers around. That'd be super great. But this fucking guy could be the next Extreme Enigma. Gonna give myself a little pump there. We love pumping off on chat. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this start. It's better than the last couple periods where I appeared once, a lot lower, and then disappeared.
Say that again?
I feel like hopefully it's going to go a lot better than appearing for like once and then disappearing. That happened the last couple periods, as we all saw, and had to scramble around the last second for a match. Not ideal.
Yeah, absolutely. But I got some good news for you, Enigma. I got some good news for you. At Philadelphia Freedom, you're going to be doing something that, you're going to be in charge of something.
Oh boy, oh god, what do we got?
You're going to be taking over a very prestigious job that was held by a certain puppet master.
Oh.
Huh?
I'm putting you in charge of the fireworks at Philadelphia Freedom.
Oh my god, explosions, let's go! Oh my god, your pyro budget is about to skyrocket, but god, is it gonna look fucking pretty.
Oh, I doubt
now.
that. You have no idea how much money Judgment costs me every year for these fireworks.
We do have one rule. Do not burn down any rock stars' houses.
But but Kid Rock is right there, come on.
I'm so tempted to say aim for Kid Rock's house. Anyways, moving along. But do you accept this assignment?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna fucking do my best to do Judgy proud.
Good. I figured you would. So that is your assignment. So you have 2 weeks to get ready for this at Lincoln Financial Field. We'll see what you can do with it. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh god, I just realized that there are going to be Starfuel themed fireworks.
Don't ruin the surprise, Perry. Jeez.
I mean, there absolutely will not be any Starfuel themed fireworks at all.
There you go.
I get it. If you need to put Star Fuel in there, whatever. Oh, well, I don't know about using Star Fuel as the fuel for the fireworks, but But then again, it could be worse. You could be using Midnight Hobo, and then there would be no stadium. So.
Fuel collab with Midnight Hobo at Philly Freedom. What? Huh? Ooh, I like that. Ooh.
You're right.
Hottest collab about to drop.
It's like stomach acid for your stomach acid.
Oh boy, but yes, it should be a hell of a. We'll see where you end up at Philadelphia Freedom, but for right now, uh, you got a job to do at Philadelphia. Very important job, a prestigious job in my opinion. So good luck with that, sir.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I'll have a match as well. Me and Jobu are doing pretty solid in the tag division right now. Currently fourth of fifth, five, but numbers are difficult. Fourth spot in those tag rankings, looking pretty good. Undefeated. Just gotta hope to hell everybody else trips and falls on a pile of Legos and/or other sharp objects. And who knows? We could be seeing Swords and Skims versus Crown Control. We all know the history of Jobu. What was it? Terror Inc. Those two plus Jobu back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big time history there. And hell, people have reminded me about it since it happened. I'm the reason that Teflon is back in this godforsaken company, so it'd be very fun to get him in a match.
Oh, that's right. We do have you to blame.
I'm the greatest.
How do you not? How are you still alive after that?
Remind me to hire some thugs to attack Enigma later.
You see, you know how I always talk about having RAWF paychecks, GM paychecks of that, but always being poor? It's the security detail. That's why I'm poor now.
Fair enough. All right. Anything else you wanted to discuss, Enigma, while you were here?
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. I'm just, it's getting a couple weeks away. I figured I'd get my bearings in check for the show, title match or not. I'm going to be busy with those fireworks, but I do want to issue a challenge for a match at Philly Freedom. And by golly, I'm lucky. The person I want to challenge is here in chat.
Oh my. Well, who might that be?
It is a part. He is. I don't want to call him an it. I'm not that mean yet. He is a part of the newer generation. He is right there alongside the Jason Richters, the Little Legends. Okay, Little Legends a little fucking old. If you've seen his hairline, you know. But he's part of the newest breed. Steve the Stud Johnson. I know you're out there, buddy. I don't have any true hatred for you, but I see you. I see him making noise, and I want to give you a chance to make noise in a real fucking match because you did a good enough job of it. We had a match against Blake a couple weeks ago. How about another shot on the pay-per-view stage against, I'll toot my own horn, one of the better rising stars in recent RAWF history. You and me in a match, and LA, correct me if I'm wrong or not, I think this is something you can twist into a rankings match. We're going to find out. I'd like to challenge him to a Greco-Roman match. Holds only, no defense. Pretty simple.
Yeah, but I can't make that a rankings match now.
Good enough, Steve. You're still getting a spotlight that you wouldn't get otherwise because you're kind of mid.
Why a Greco? Why? Talk to me about the logic of this.
So the logic behind the Greco-Roman... No, fuck you. The logic behind the Greco-Roman is, it's the... what's the word? Semi-quarter centennial... quarter pounder with cheese or whatever. 250 years of America. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I fucking hate this country. We're not going to get into the necessities of that, but I don't like America. But, you know what I think of when I think of America? Old traditions, old things. The Olympics are old as fuck. And, it makes me think wrestling. We wrestle. Pure wrestling. Greco-Roman grappling. Come on, Steve. Don't you want to be one half of two sweaty people grabbing each other in the ring? Old style. Yeah, quinceanera, like Maeve said.
I gotta say that what a way to honor the memory of Judgment, taking over the firework display, calling out a random stip match against a random person out there, mispronouncing a word and trailing off into something about food, and then getting super excited about two sweaty people grappling in the ring. Love it. That is as much as you could honor Judge as possible.
Give me too much time to think and I'll start pulling out candy canes. Don't tempt me.
He's got a point. Wow, he absolutely has a point there. That's hilarious.
I love it.
Excuse me.
Sounds like he's down for it too.
Oh my word. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious.
You tell me Steve the Stud Johnson's got a girlfriend and I'm still single alone? During Pride Month, this is some bullshit. But it sounds like the match is what he's down for there.
All right. Well, did he accept or not?
If I scroll up here with my Starfield-soaked finger, sorry for getting that all over the console again, he did say, and I quote, "Kicking your ass, sure." I think that is a sign of yes.
Okay.
And I will clarify, this is holds only, no defense for the game aspects.
All right. Well, make sure you put that down in paper for me so I can put it in the record. If I'm assuming he accepts it, so that'll happen in just a couple of weeks. Greco-Roman, whatever it is, knuckles, what is.
Greco-Roman, fist deep in the urethra, just Greco-Roman.
All right. Sounds good. We'll go with that. Greco-Roman match, holds only. Should be no. Did you say no defense?
No defense. You cannot defend against me, nor can I defend against him.
All right. Sounds good. All
Yes,
right.
and the urethra match coming soon to Enigma's OnlyFans.
Don't tempt me.
All right, Enigma, thank you for your time tonight. Appreciate it, and we will talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. I got rockets to fuck. Later!
Did he say just has rockets to fuck?
I think so.
Okay. I haven't known. At any rate, so while we were talking, I was playing around with this new board here, trying to figure a couple things out. And look what I found.
Chocolate sockets.
Wait,
Chocolate sockets.
The chocolate socket should have been hidden away a long time ago. Where did you find
no.
that thing?
No, hell no.
I'm sure the good man's out there appreciating it too.
Well, to be fair, I was looking for the breaking news segment, and I can't seem to find the breaking news music.
Ooh, breaking news.
We do have breaking news. Denzel the Giant has accepted Honey Apple's challenge for tomorrow's national title match. So it will indeed be Denzel the Giant against Honey Apple's national title on the line tomorrow night here in Memphis. What are your thoughts on that, El Paragon?
Sí, más mucho. Look, I mean, first of all, that is a hell of a title match. Let's not forget that also kind of means that we get to see Destroyer go hunting for a vegan, and that's irony written on top of irony right there. But no, Denzel and Honey Apples. This is a really, really intense clash. Actually, Honey Apples is extremely talented. I think that maybe people haven't given the flowers to Honey Apples that they should, as far as respecting the potential to win big championships. Honey Apples could beat the Giant. She absolutely could beat the Giant. But if the Giant has the confidence to come out here, defend that championship, win, I mean, what does that say about trying to right that ship and getting that momentum back on track?
Indeed. Interesting. Oh, wow. All right. Well, we will find out tomorrow night when it is indeed going to be Denzel the Giant versus Honey Apple's national title on the line, which could shake things up for Philadelphia Freedom. All right. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is the reigning Triple Crown champion. Please join me in welcoming.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate. With steel in his eyes, the tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Griffin Davian, the immortal one, eternal champion, his war's never done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages, his head held high, an immortal legend that will never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, the immortal Griffith now joining us. Good evening, Griffith. Griffith? Unmute, Griffith. Unmute, sir.
Yeah, right. Here we go. Let's try that again. Before we start, I need to get something on my chest. I got a little bone to pick with your little co-host here.
Uh-oh.
I said I was going somewhere with it, so.
My turn to talk. You've had a mic all night. This man portrays himself as like the nicest of nice guys, the voice of the people, what was he called himself? The face of RAWF. But he got on this radio show and he bald face lied to the RAWF universe. Bald face lied. Perhaps made one of the largest just fallacies ever said in wrestling about someone's like position in a company, talent, the whole 9 yards. The fact that this man had the gall to say that Joe Boo was talented. How'd you going? How'd you going?
You got to put the professional hat on. What can I say?
Right. That being said, I also have another little slide. Hey, Steve, I heard you when I was walking in. If Griff's weird is the biggest thing you can come up with, sir, I get better insults free with my Cracker Jacks than you can manage to come out of your mouth. So why don't you sit down, have your little sippy drink while the adults, conduct business? Because you, sir, clearly are not in your league.
Poor Steve.
Steve's about to get a Star Fuel enema come Philadelphia Freedom, so I think that Steve's getting what's coming to him.
Oh, shit. At any rate, Griffith at Philadelphia Freedom, it is you, it is Kenta, and it is Wildfire in the Triple Crown Championship match. Talk about it.
Look, I kind of talked about this earlier. This is the matchup I wanted. Like I said, when we weren't sure who the second opponent was, I was rooting for Wildfire, and I'm glad she won the spot. This is going to be an interesting match. This might be one of the more challenging matches for this title I've ever had. I still feel like I owe Kenta a pretty big receipt, and I'm going to do my best to give it to him. Wildfire, she's been coming up the ranks for a while now, really, really coming into her own. I'll be honest, I haven't faced this new Wildfire, so I don't 100% know what I'm in for. I was very close to her for a long time. I know the basics of what she does and how she thinks, but it's been a while. And like I said, this is not the Wildfire who was a misfit. This is not the Wildfire who I used to run with. This is a more dangerous woman than I knew, and I can guarantee you I'll be watching a bunch of tape on her between now and then. All
right, yeah, it should be a hell of a match, definitely. Both Wildfire and Kenta. Kenta, of course, we heard what he had to say last week. Heard what you had to say to him in return. Is the anger still there towards Kenta and what he said when he was supposedly?
Anger is a strong word, but like I said, he has some receipts coming.
All right, fair enough.
Also, because El Vacant is not here, and I feel remiss that so nobody is saying it. Apparently, from at least as long as this outfit is going on, Wildfire shall now be known as Fire Tits. Tell me El Vacant wouldn't have said that.
I mean,
tell me with a straight face that El Vacant would not have said that.
I can't.
There you go.
I think that El Vacant would just want
that outfit. You're lucky; it could have been worse.
I think he just would have wanted Wildfire to sit on the knee so he could talk about the fire in his loins.
Also true. Well played. Yeah, I agree. That would have happened.
All right. What else can we talk about here, Griff? You're still in the Powerball contendership match tournament, which means you could possibly face Paragon at Philadelphia Freedom and add to the growing legacy of the rivalry.
Yeah, I'm still in 2 of the tournaments actually, but yes, I am facing Chris right now in Powerball, and look, it is not an easy road from where I am to get into the ring with Paragon. I've made a career of playing spoiler, so I have to take a title away from someone, might as well be Paragon.
I believe the Immortal Griffith, knowing that the charity work I do with that Powerball Championship, is actually saying, "Fuck them kids."
I mean, first of all, no, I'm not a Republican. Second of all, no, I do quite a lot of charity work when I have these things, but gold is gold. I certainly don't need the money. I mean, I can happily, look at whatever charities you are doing and continue them if that makes it make it sting less.
I mean, I just wanted to be weird because we know how much Steve loves Weirdo.
Look, this guy's going to open his house one more time, and he's going to find himself in the ring with me again. Because, yeah, no. Clearly, he hasn't been kneading the head hard enough just yet.
All right. Well, with all of that being said, Griffith, tomorrow, who did you take on Killa Neptune here in Memphis? Any thoughts on facing Killa?
I really want to know why Randy doesn't like me. I look at some of the weeks, like certain people, like whole seasons, months that people have, and I'm like, I didn't get like that. No, I got people like fucking naked, a legend. I faced everyone in the top fucking 5 this month. No.
Which says, speaking of kneeing somebody really hard in the head, I wouldn't mind to seeing that tomorrow.
You would like me to drop your brother on his head again?
I mean, that's always a highlight reel moment for me.
I mean, I'll let him know when I'm doing it. I will let him know this is from your brother. You think that'll make it hurt more?
Oh, I hope so.
All right. With that being said,
hey, LA.
Yes.
He's not learning. He's still talking. I'm fighting Steve next week. Just making this clear.
What's that?
I'm fighting Steve next week. Just to be clear.
Next week?
Yeah.
You want him next week on Superstar?
Well, you already gave me Killa. Well, you didn't actually. Steve, Randy gave me Steve, but it's too late to get him for this week. So I guess I'll take him.
All right. Does Steve accept that challenge? He wants another beating?
I'm guessing that Steve's response is going to be flipping off Griff. That's just my guess.
You think?
I mean, you gotta give some credit to the guy at least. He may be dumb, but he is tough, and that's what they say. If you gotta be dumb, you gotta be tough.
I mean, here's the thing about Steve. He may not have the greatest win-loss record, but he's a talker. He can talk some shit, and to be honest with you, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna see if I can finish this up because one of the matches.
Steve, he's out here like always learning, except that you've made it very clear, Steve, that you don't learn because if there's something you should have learned, it was to leave me alone.
Look, Steve, there's a reason why me, captain #1 in the rankings, and it has to preface almost every sentence that I say with all due respect to the immortal Griffith, because you can't piss this guy off.
Yeah, that's the reason he does say it. It's true. He's not lying.
I mean, it's smart.
He doesn't. I mean,
I don't take a lot of things as sacrosanct, but respect is one of them.
Just give me 2 seconds here while I try to figure something out with you. Let's see. So, if I indeed had gone with 5 out of 10, because most of the matches except for one are done. I'm just going to say this. If we'd gone with 5 out of 12, you know how I said earlier that six people would have dropped out of that top 25 that I did?
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring that back up. So 6 of those, that means there would have been 6 new names on that list after 5 of 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steve the Stud Johnson would have been one of them.
Get the fuck out of here. Steve. Oh.
Not necessarily because of his win-loss record. Although his win-loss record after 5 was 3-2, so not bad. But because he would have been 8th overall in trash talk points. He wouldn't have been 8th overall on the top 25, but he would have been in the top 25 in the teens. If we go with the first 5.
Well, good for him. But you may be good at running your mouth, but there's also a certain art to knowing when to shut the fuck up. And that's the lesson he needs to learn.
We love to give shit to Steve here, but also, he, like I said, he is a good talker. But my goodness, if he was going to be on the rankings after 5, he's going to fall off again when he eats that concussion protocol.
I can't argue that. But yes, that is actually true. He would have been on this list. He would have been one of the 6 people that gained from people falling out after just from 4 to 5. So, there you go. All right. Griff, was there anything else you wanted to discuss tonight?
I'm just waiting for an actual yes to come out of Steve's mouth because he has said a lot of things, but he hasn't actually accepted them.
That's true. He didn't. I think he was shocked by his own by finding out he was.
I think it's that he's realized how big of a mistake he's made.
He says, "Bring it," so it is a thing. Next week, the Immortal Griffith and Steve the Stud Johnson will go at it. Tomorrow, next week.
It does.
Next week we are in where? We are in Pittsburgh. So next week in Pittsburgh, it will be the Immortal Griffith versus Steve the Stud Johnson. Do I get a free win? Hey, you know,
Look in Steve's direction. He'll challenge you to a match.
or, or or talk shit about you until you demand one like Griff just did.
I mean, he just started with you the way he started with me, Chris. You just got to get in line.
All right.
Oh, Steve, I gotta say, regardless of how much he gets under your skin sometimes, I love having a guy like Steve around. Like, it's good. It's good to have a punching bag that is willing to punch back at you.
Steve ought to come on air sometime and talk his shit. I want to hear hear him use his voice on air rather than out in the chat all the time. Just saying. Give it a shot one of these days,
I want Steve to come in the booth so I can slap the living shit out of him. It'll be like a Korean high school drama in here with just these big open hand slaps.
See, Enigma's not around, so I don't know if that reference is gonna fall for anybody.
What? No one around here watches K-dramas? Come on, they're great. Korea's got some of the best TV going right now.
I mean, they got good music. I know that. Don't make me break out the K-pop version of Amadeus style again.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, right? Anyways, thank you for your time tonight, Griff. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again soon, all right?
If you hear large, like, gunshot-like sounds coming from the green room, don't worry about it. It's just slaps.
Gotcha. All right. So, well, Paragon has been quite the episode thus far. Right.
Yeah, it's always an adventure.
It is, absolutely. And all leading up to our annual patriotic pay-per-view, Philadelphia Freedom, in just 2 weeks' time. And it should be a happening, as it always is. How do you think Enigma will do with the fireworks?
I think it's going to be a spectacular disaster and exactly the way that we want it to be.
Exactly, and then and that's how Judge would want it, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Like I said, I think that Enigma came out here and honored Judge the best they could, and I think that is going to continue into Philadelphia.
All right. Well, I don't know that we got anybody else tonight. Nobody.
¡Hola, muchachos! ¡Hola, muchachos!
Well, look what the cat drank it in. Not the studio cat, but some cat.
Hola,
Elevation.
muchacho.
Don't mind me.
What?
¿Cómo está?
This is awkward.
I may be a little late, my bad.
Yeah, just a little. The show's almost over.
Yeah, well, these things
What?
happen.
Wait, Vacant's late? He hasn't been here the whole time?
You've been co-host. What do you think?
What? Oh, that's why. My bad.
It's unavoidable.
So, Vacant, since you're late, I'm not going to let you read the rankings this week because I already did.
Yeah, I heard that part while I was trying to get here.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Look, it's not my fault. Netherlands and Sweden went into overtime. You know I'm a big World Cup fan, and then I had to fly here after the game. I'm late.
Wait, you were at the World Cup?
See,
Okay. How
I've gone to several matches so far, but like I said, today I was off seeing Netherlands versus Sweden. That was a good game. Well, it was good for Netherlands. It wasn't so good for Sweden.
I like to avoid Netherlands for reasons.
Now Sweden would have liked to avoid Netherlands 5-1.
I'd like to. I don't need Sweden. I don't need to go to Sweden. Sweden comes to me when Mithras comes around. If you know what I'm talking.
I see.
All right, but since you're here and Elvakin, we usually get your take on certain matches. There's a couple of matches we weren't able to discuss with you last week. We'll bring them up here. Let's talk about the cage match between Luke Cage and the Legend, with Aleister Fiend to be suspended above the ring in a cage. You've been keeping up with this whole Luke Cage, Aleister Fiend.
The only way this match gets better is if we make Chris Cage the special guest referee.
Okay, that not a bad idea, but I don't think I don't know that Luke would appreciate that. But
I mean, he might.
then again, what are your thoughts?
I think Luke is how do I want to say this? Fed up with the bullshit, I think is the best way to say it. And I think suspending Aleister above the ring so that he can't interfere will let him deal with business, let him get his ounce of flesh from Le Legend, and get his revenge and settle that business. And then I suspect once that's done, he's going to have that cage lowered and beat the ever living shit out of Aleister.
Well, we shall see. The Legend's but as we mentioned, the Legend right now. Le Legend?
Yeah.
Is that how it's spelled or pronounced? Le Legend. Okay, we'll go with that.
Well, it depends. If he's actually French, yes. If he's Quebecois, it's probably like Bob. I don't know.
Plot twist, he's Cajun.
Well, that also could be true. Then it's probably Blake would be better to ask, but I think at that point it would be Le Legend.
I'll just go with Anyways, all right. What else? We've got Denzel the Giant defending the national championship, possibly against STB. But we just found out minutes ago he accepted a challenge from Honey Apples for the national title tomorrow here in Memphis. So this match not official because of that. But what are your thoughts if STB going after the national championship, a title he held for over a year and a half?
I think that's a hell of a fight for Denzel if that fight happens.
What do you think about Honey Apples challenging Denzel?
I think he's going to make apple pie in the middle of the goddamn ring.
Damn! Wow.
Have you ever seen? There's an old '80s movie with the guy from Say Anything. You know, the guy who holds up the radio. What the hell's his name?
John Cusack.
What's that actor? Yeah, him. The Cossack. That guy. But there's another movie where he's like an artist. I think it's One Crazy Summer. I think it's called. But there's a scene where he's drawing a thing because he's having a daydream about trying to date the head cheerleader who like apparently dates the entire basketball team, and the little weird monster he draws comes to life and starts pounding the cartoon him, and all he's doing is never, 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 while pounding him into goo. And I think that's what's going to happen in real.
All right. Well, we will see. If we indeed get this national championship match at Philadelphia Freedom, though, I agree with you. It's going to be a great matchup. Although Honey Apples versus STB, I wouldn't mind seeing that either. Wouldn't mind seeing Honey Apples get her hands on some gold. We'll see. But then we also have for the Midnight Hobo Championship, Iceman Jer versus Blake Bradley. Both Paragon and I struggled. They're pretty evenly matched. What are your thoughts here?
Honestly, I am pretty strongly going with Jer.
Really? I mean, I
it is
can't.
very rare that I pick against Blake. You know that.
I can't blame you because Iceman has been a fighting champion.
Well, there's a couple things. Iceman's been a fighting champion. He's proven me wrong time and again. He's had some incredible matches and keeps coming out on top with some really good talent. But also, Blake has made a point in many matches lately that he does not seem to care about titles right now. And if you don't give a shit about holding the title, I don't think you're taking it from Jerry right.
Okay. That's a point. That's a good point. And we didn't think of that, Paragon.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, I suppose
It's because I pay attention to the people who promo all the time.
Bet you're not paying attention to the control board and how different it is today.
Oh, I heard you talking about that. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, though.
Yeah, I can actually load sound bites now. Listen.
Chocolate socket.
Can I get that button, please?
Go ahead.
Please? Here,
Chocolate socket.
give me-
Chocolate socket. Chocolate socket.
Shout out to Claymore.
That's never going to get old.
Too much fun. I bet I can find. Oh! Wait a minute. I may have found something else. Hold on.
You dick-nosed sphincter blossom.
Hey, I don't even remember who the dick-nosed Sphincter Blossom was.
Now we just need to find all of the. Now we just need to find one of the Maeve dolls.
No. No, I'm not doing that. Well, maybe not. Anyways, if anybody else wants to call in, kill some time, we won't mind. We still got a few minutes left here. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Elvake,
See?
let's see. There was something else I wanted to ask you, and I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Was it about Superstars match? Was it about World Title match? Was it about Fubar match? Was it about?
No.
I'm just gonna keep going until you figure out what it
I want to. Okay, Little Legion.
Oh, what
Talk
about
to me.
it?
Well, right now he's sitting at 4th in the rankings. Yeah, and
Okay.
we were choked up about it too. Early on. Do you know him very well? Talk to me
No,
about this
not
guy.
very well, no.
Okay, so interesting that he's usually when someone takes to RAWF that quickly. I mean, it brings back memories of, say, the Lady Vexes, and hell, Paragon took to it quickly. It spells trouble for the rest of RAWF when that happens. What are your thoughts?
I think we're in an interesting crossover. We're gonna find out, was the Legend a flash in the pan, or is he a serious contender? Because it won't be in between.
I got some advice to you on that front, Legend. Don't claim that you're the best wrestler in the company unless you want to spend the next 10 years trying to prove that against the Immortal Griffith.
And Phil.
Oh, boy. That's my advice for somebody that's taken to RAWF quickly. That's a pitfall that you might miss. Don't piss off Griff.
Speaking of the Legend, he and Chev are now. Chev defeated Killer Neptune in the semifinals of the Hatfield tournament. It is now Chev versus Legend to see who wins the Hatfield side of the bracket. So the Legend is still in contention for possibly the Hatfield and McCoy championship. We shall see. That one should be a good one if it indeed happens. Enigma was on here earlier, Paragon, talking about how his team is still in it. Your team sat in second when I read off the rankings, and you and Knox haven't been tag team champions for quite a while. What are your thoughts on possibly getting back to the tag team titles?
Look, that's always been opaque's role here in RAWF. Some people may have some disagreements with that, particularly on the Sheik camp, but our job has been always to bring balance to the Force. And when things get a little bit too far on the dark side, that's when it's time for us to step in and regulate something. We got a reason for old Knox Boogie to wake up right now.
Yeah, we do. You certainly do. Because again, I guess that goes with your new mantra, right?
That absolutely does.
All right. Well,
Were you
good
a
luck
mantra?
to. What?
I wasn't aware he had a mantra.
Yeah, take the titles away from the assholes.
That sounds more like a mission statement than a mantra. But okay.
Mission statement, mantra.
I mean,
goal.
if I'm just sitting there meditating and I'm just like, take the titles away from the assholes.
I guess all right. I guess you could make it work. I would have thought like if he had I would have thought if he had a mantra, it would have been like, eat more pickles.
Oh, I can't say eat more pickles. I'm too busy eating pickles.
That might be my new soundbite. I'm just saying.
Of course.
Oh shit. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is. Let's see here, real quick. What are your thoughts tomorrow on Ken Costa getting an opportunity at the Superstars Championship,
I
Elvega?
would really love to see Ken Costa win. I don't think he's good.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, let's see here. Anything good? So yeah, I still have to set up my chat, so I haven't been watching the chat all night unless one of you says something. Is anything I should know about going on in the chat?
Other than people getting motion sick, no.
Are people still getting motion sick?
Oh god, it's bouncing like a motherfucker.
Is it?
Oh, it's still, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've only caught about half of the chat because I'm starting to get sick, and then you're gonna have a co-hosting problem.
Well, we'll figure it out. Now, hopefully
I'm sure it's just a glitch with their new update, and they'll fix it.
Yeah, I'm sure too. So yeah, folks, this is this is going to be a process that we're going to get through. I don't know, as far as graphics and whatnot, it worked out better for me tonight, I think. Now I'm just going to have to load static pictures, new sound bites. I have got to find me a breaking news one too.
Oh, hey, boss. Just so you know, on Wednesday, I have a couple extra tickets when Mexico plays Czechia in the World Cup. If you want to go. It's in Mexico. You'd have to come to Mexico.
Well, maybe. I'll think about it. I'm not the greatest soccer fan, but then again, I should go for the experience.
There's nothing like seeing Team Mexico play in Mexico in the World Cup. You might see some crazy shit.
All right. We might go. I talk to me after the show. Hey, somebody popped in. Let's bring someone else here into the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely and talented.
Roślina biot bránečná häsznäs Ta do färden nån rajmage som bäpet Ta do bröjre tjeter Sajlage sig trill här muras Ni hävle fion spojnja här Moroj zinde Ka gragam med målor Gøy til blina nice Krasmag, rakir,
Ladies and gentlemen, Maeve O'Hare is here. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, boss man. Good evening, vacant.
Oh, hi.
Good evening, more corkra.
Hey, Maeve, I thought you weren't going to make it. I heard a soap delivery truck blocked the road and you weren't going to make it.
That seems unlikely.
That was rude.
It's not a show without these two bickering a little bit. How you holding up, Maeve?
I could be better. But I suppose it's ungracious to complain. I do have a bone to pick with yourself, boss man.
You are echoing really, really bad.
I'm not echoing on my end.
Not for me.
Okay, maybe it's just me. No worries.
Also, ew, Chris Cage.
Tomorrow taking on Dr. Kent. Any thoughts on facing the good doctor?
You didn't even let me pick my bone with you.
Oh, pick your bone.
Last week, you never brought me on to do a GM report. And I didn't get to do one again this week.
Okay.
And I actually had things to report. And
well, please do. Please do. Please. Yes. For, of course, that would
so
be
I've
for...
got This Is the Way report. We have started the next round. Folks have been posting their match results, which is fantastic. I would like to encourage everyone, again, to read carefully so that you don't leave points on the table that you might get otherwise. For RFC, since English didn't mention it, we've started round 3. I am begging folks who sign up for RFC to read the rules and follow them so that I don't have to deal with English being antsy because folks aren't behaving themselves. And also, if you have concerns, please go to English. He's the GM. I just push the buttons. I have no authority in RFC. I don't make decisions. That's not what I get paid. I don't even get paid to do nothing. So I definitely don't get paid to make decisions there. So that's it.
All right.
You know,
Sounds
speaking
good.
of your GM division, I actually have a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
How dare you say a moon is not a weapon? I can count on more than one hand how many times I have hurled a moon at somebody.
All right, if you'd like to provide me with visual evidence of this, I'd be more than happy to reconsider.
I don't want to see Paragon mooning anybody.
I will say that there are now 3 folks who have made that same choice. So apparently it was the single most popular choice this week. So you're a trendsetter. Congratulations.
It's the correct answer.
If you don't know what we're talking about, obviously you don't read closely enough. So go back and deal with yourself.
That was my attempt to promote your division. See, I'm just being professional in my own way.
I will return the favor and promote your division and say be very careful when you sign up and look at who's signed up around you.
Oh, that's right. That is something we need to talk about because you are one match away from getting an opportunity at
Yeah, and I got a big, bald Basra roadblock in front of me.
Teflon Sheik?
Big, bald Basra roadblock, like I said.
Okay. Well,
are you telling me that you... Are you telling me that you think that your world champion's not a roadblock?
Okay, fair enough. You have a point. I just, you know, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said about Teflon Sheik.
Of course, if it came off Nos, they didn't say it to me in a knife. Because that certainly were not meant as a compliment.
But if you can beat Sheik, that means you go on to Philadelphia Freedom. I'm assuming Philadelphia Freedom to challenge Denzel for the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship. Talk to me about that.
Well, first off, I'm not facing Denzel. I'd be facing Strangleheart.
Oh, damn it. That's right. You've Strangleheart. Oh, shit. You could be the next Ultimate Gauntlet Champion.
Oh, now that it's not Denzel, suddenly I could be the next Ultimate Gauntlet Champion. I see you. I see how it is.
Not what I'm saying.
Uh-huh. What were you saying?
I think your odds are better against Strangleheart, don't you?
I mean, considering that Strangleheart beat Denzel for that title, not necessarily.
Fair. What do you think, Paragon? Your division.
You got to keep the professional hat on when it comes to running your own division. I don't make predictions about about that. But look, it's very very interesting right now. We got a champion that could eat you alive. We've got a runner that is. Excuse me, I'm choking on something for a second. It's very talented, and we've got a world champion that's looking to throw a spanner in the works.
I didn't know Strangleheart were known for eating folks alive.
Hey, Strangleheart, probably.
Does he have those nasty, sharp, pointy teeth?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some animal stuff going on with that guy. That's all I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal in most places.
Hey, I've championed Strangleheart many a times. That guy is ferocious.
I mean, there's no accounting for taste. Chris Cage is your best friend, after all.
Right, so I have great taste. The bestest bestie in the world.
So Dr. Kent tomorrow.
Dr. Kent tomorrow, yes.
I've faced him several times in rankings matches and in tournaments in the indies. And I'd have to say, if I went back and did the math on it, which I won't because I think I'm about 50-50 on him. So I've got a fair to middling chance tomorrow, which would be great because I've not had a strong start to the rankings period. Especially not when folks like Steve the Stud are going to be finding their way into the rankings. I am distressed by that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we won't go into details, but yeah.
It's not been a great rankings period beginning. I will be the first to say that.
Don't be disrespecting Big Stevie room temperature over there.
I don't need to know how big or otherwise he is.
But at any rate.
Allegedly.
All right. Well, by the way, good luck in our rematch over in Commonwealth. You'll be challenging me for the United. What is it? What title have I got here?
The United Kingdom heavyweight title.
And yeah, well, I mean, I'm not from the United Kingdom, and
neither am I.
Yeah, so that's weird, but that's all right. There's been plenty of.
It's fine. I know that certain folks are much happier to see the belt around your waist than my own.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But
sounds like a story for after the show.
There's lots of stories for after the show. But
imagine
good luck.
Losing a match to Amadeus. I mean, what?
Wow. Just right here in front of him and everything.
Wow.
Love you, LA.
I mean, I didn't, but wow.
Hey, Amadeus beat me in a match last week, I think.
I have my moments. At any rate.
Good luck to you in Commonwealth, boss man.
Good luck to you as well, Maeve. I'm sure it will be another tough matchup, to say the least.
I always have fun wrestling you.
Commonwealth Wrestling, run by Mark Caliber, ladies and gentlemen. I consider it a pretty damn good company, NWU. I'm kind of distressed, though, but one of my favorite companies, other than RAWF, closed this week, and Bad Company, run by Michael Brewer, company I've been in the Hall of Fame for and been a huge part of for years. And when he returned, he opened it back up. I was excited. Unfortunately, as things do happen, he had to close it. Doesn't have the time, which happens. But just so, in case you're listening, Brew, appreciate the time you tried. You did reopening Bad Company, bringing it back for as long as you did. So at any rate, folks, I just want to say thank you for joining us tonight. Hopefully we'll have things better sorted out. Didn't go too bad, I don't think, tonight. So, uh, figuring out this new sound bite. And did you hear what Elvacan wanted me to do, Maeve?
I did.
He wanted.
And I also heard you say no, no, no. Well, maybe.
Did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it up to you.
I can't stand that creepy thing. It gave me nightmares.
All right. See, Elvacan can't do it. I asked permission. She won't let us do it.
I'm going to point out that I'm pretty sure Paragon didn't give you permission.
Well, come on. This is classic Paragon. This is almost
Chocolate socket.
I mean,
see, I was gonna chime in saying that I didn't give permission either, but I knew it wasn't gonna matter.
No, we just don't listen to what Enigma says, Jason. That's the trick. Because they're gonna say something unhinged and hideous. And then you get statements like Starfuel Enema.
Let's not forget, fuck a rocket.
What they do in their personal time is their business.
All right. Folks, thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks for everyone who showed up. We will see you all next week. And big weekend next weekend. And then, of course, the following weekend is Philadelphia Freedom. We'll be live in Pittsburgh. This has been RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. Take us out, Paragon. Say it.
As always, you stay classy, San Diego.